Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Paul May, and I'm so happy to see everyone. Happy January. Gosh, we're already at the beginning of the new year. Gosh, it's past mid-month, and I did one presentation at the very beginning of the year, but I am so excited right now to introduce a new friend and somebody that I'm very excited to speak with, especially for all of you real estate agents out there. I've been in the business for 21 years and I love sharing good information, especially to agents that are in the same field as me. And, here in Las Vegas, we have so many agents that we've built a relationship and, there's a camaraderie out there. And it's always great to share good content and good information with a great individual. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to introduce to you Mr. Brian Ernst. Brian, coming online. Hello, Brian.
Hi, Paul. Thanks for having me.
So excited to have you, my friend. So, everybody, Brian, terrific agent out of Illinois. And I'm just going to share a little bit of background first, Brian, with the audience, if we can. I've been in the business, like I said, for 21 years. You've been in the business for 17 years. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I'm 54 and you're way younger than me, I can tell.
I'm 42.
So, gosh, I mean, what were you right out of high school selling real estate? Is that what happened?
25 years old.
Wow, that's fantastic. And what inspired you to get into the real estate business?
Oh, you want some inspirational story? I just hated my other job. Let's be honest.
You just nobody would hire you, and you had to do it on your own, right?
Actually, it's so many people I think get in real estate not for the best of reasons that actually come to fruition. And I didn't get in real estate for the best of reason. I was in a business I wanted to get out of, and I was actually looking for a different job. I literally just drove by, a real estate office, and next thing you know, I had a family member who was a broker of it, and I had a sales background, so I ended up selling real estate. And because I had that sales background, I was able to jumpstart it so much quicker than most people do. So that was the first 2 years. I didn't know if I was going to make it. Honestly, every day it's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. 17 years later, honestly, I still think the same thing.
I hear you, my friend. I mean, we were in an office meeting this morning, you and you shared a statistic about real estate agents. Well, before we get into that, so 17 years ago, what company did you start with?
I started with Remax.
Okay.
For 14 years.
Gotcha.
10 months with Keller Williams and 2 years now with EXP.
Wow. Gosh, I was with Keller Williams at the very beginning, went to a traditional kind of a 100% shop that's no longer around, opened a Help You Sell franchise back in 2003, then went back to Keller Williams and now with EXP for a year. So that's awesome. And what I love about EXP is it's a nationwide brokerage, and you and I got to meet as a result of that through a very close friend, Miss Catherine May Clemens, who is a Las Vegas dynamo. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
And it's awesome to have agents that you can, kind of by osmosis learn off of. I mean, she's a younger agent. She's shown me so many tools that I'm like, I got to implement this, I got to implement that. And then she introduces me to you, and lo and behold, you're kind of starting to make your move to Las Vegas, correct?
Well, I'm here for a while now. I brought my dog with.
You brought your dog?
Brought my dog, yeah.
You know what? I think I saw a little photo of that little guy somewhere. Where did I see it, on Facebook? I think I did. Let me see here. Hold on. Oh, look at that dude. You brought him all the way from Illinois?
I did. Oh yeah, I did. And here we go. There he is. There's
live and in person, ladies and gentlemen. He's a cutie. Oh my gosh. What's his name?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
His name is Chalupa Batman.
Chalupa Batman. Huh. Yeah. Oh my, that is Chalupa Batman. Where the heck did that come from?
Everybody said I had to name him something. And I just call him Dog.
Oh,
And
funny.
I actually put it on Facebook, and everybody went nuts on this subject. They really were concerned about it, and I'm like, it's my dog, and I don't call him anything. He's a Velcro dog. He sticks to you.
Yeah, this one
So
speaks to me. I'll show you mine. Here's mine. Look, isn't that something? Uh-oh, there you go. Hey, you're clearer now.
there
I
you
think
go.
we had a little internet. Oh, look at that face.
Oh yeah.
Only a dad could love.
So I thought of the craziest name I could think of, and honestly, I didn't think of it. It was from a TV show. So
Chalupa Batman.
so he's a fried taco, and
That's awesome.
nothing is funnier when the vet calls to confirm the appointment for Chalupa Batman.
You just created the name so it could be hilarious when somebody calls out.
I really did. I really did. And then everybody calls him. It's his actual name, so the funny isn't quite there as it was before. But
Right.
for a good 6 months, I was very entertained by that. So
Mine's name is Ben. I mean, come on, how generic can you get? Well, so here we are. You're in Las Vegas, and what we're going to talk about is that, throughout your years, you were selling real estate on a high level. How long have you been coaching?
it's going on 12 years now.
12 years. Wow, out of the 17, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. How many students have you had? I mean, can you go back and am I putting you on the spot? Do you know how many? Hundreds,
I honestly don't.
thousands?
I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've spoken to thousands of agents throughout my career, probably thousands and thousands, but actual in my programs, because a lot of the stuff is small, one-on-one coaching, small group coaching, a lot of stuff.
sure.
So it's a long time with a lot of people. So and it was on a smaller scale, and with changing up how I'm running my business, I've expanded it, contracted it. But I'm just trying to help agents get what they need, and just a different viewpoint that most people are unfamiliar with, because I'm not here to promote a brokerage. I'm not here to promote one thing or a product or service like that. It's what's the best for that agent.
Yeah,
And that's the bigger picture that I'm always looking at, because the industry as a whole is a real challenge for real estate agents. And it's something I'm very passionate about doing. It's changing the culture of the industry.
right.
Ensure that the right people are coming into the industry and being successful with it, so that our reputations are great. Because
And
real estate,
case in point, let's go back to that statistic before we went back to your history. What is the statistic of real estate agents right now as far as how many transactions they do and how many are getting in and out of the business? I know you have that information.
really 7 out of 10 agents either quit or in a state of quit the first 12 months they're in the business, meaning they either don't produce or they quit completely. And it's within 3 years, 87% of agents leave the business. And the last year, 12-month statistic I heard was that 1.3 million agents, 1.3 million realtors. These are realtors, actual
Realtors.
part of the board, MLS, and only 3.3% did 25 deals or more in a 12-month period.
Wow.
So if you take 13% after 3 years that are remaining, and 3.3% of that 13%, it's a fraction of agents that are doing essentially 2 deals a month.
Right.
And that's not necessarily the best or the most experience that agents can get to better serve their clients and the agent population too, because it's reputation at stake too. And unfortunately, real estate agents are in the bottom half of trusted professions. They've never been in the top half. And I want to change that. I want that to change across. I want that to change as a culture. There's a lot of agents out there too, that there's industries out there that are looking to get rid of agents completely and spending billions of dollars and working on that. I mean, we're talking billions with a B.
Yep, we're having all the iBuyer companies, different kinds of models coming in and trying to take away our paycheck because they think they can do it better. And in some instances and in some ways, they are doing it better. So we as real estate agents, in my opinion, throughout the years, I've always kind of changed and gone with the punches, rolled with the punches. Went into the REO business when the Las Vegas market tanked. you have to stay on top of what's going on. I actually, the story that I have is, I just started seeing all of these NODs starting to file in. And this one gentleman, Dan Humiston, hello, Mr. Humiston. I want to thank you if you're out there ever looking at this video. Called him up and I said, what the heck is going on? And he said, if you don't currently have a contract or a contract with an REO brokerage like Fannie Mae, Bank of America, one of the banks, you're going to probably have a tough ride for a good, 6, 7 years. And sure enough, I got out there and started to knock on doors of different asset management companies, got a contract with Bank of America, got a contract with Fannie Mae. That kept my doors open,
Yeah.
And luckily I was able to muster through that. But before that, I had a clientele of clients that I had worked with that liked me and knew I could take care of their real estate transactions. So then I turned back into a traditional real estate agent back in 2015. But it was a transition because you do lose that focus of working with your sphere when you're working for the man, working for the banks. And I truly believe with these new iBuyer companies coming in, we as real estate agents have to show our value and inform them that, hey, look, this might not be the best scenario for you. It looks great on television, and that guy with OfferPad kills me with his lisp, but he looks like a really nice guy.
I know these statistics sound terrifying or negative. They're just statistics, and that's what it gets people on the wrong track. And there's so many great things that agents do and do for just the population of our country that, well, let's have all of them doing it, and and that's why so many times people have asked me, what do I do? So while I shared a statistic that's abysmal for all practical purposes, there is light at the end of the tunnel because the industry keeps going. So what I'm trying to do my best is to share that information with as much people, as many agents as possible, so they can better their careers. They can they can serve their clients better. And ultimately, everybody wins, because the more experience they can have, the better that they can serve their clients to get them through the challenges. Because honestly, real estate transactions, it doesn't have a heck of a lot to do with real estate. It's dealing with people. Now, is there a product involved? Well, it's more of a service. It's not, I don't own the houses unless you're doing that part of real estate. I'm helping people sell their houses. I'm helping people buy houses. And I'm coaching and training agents to do the same thing too. It's an industry that's been around for, well, it dates back as one of the oldest professions out there, okay? And ownership. So it goes back, long time. So I wrote a book about this. I actually had a program on this years and years ago that I would teach it live. I'd go to different states to teach this to people, and eventually finally got it in book format. I had a video series. I had my training program, the same thing. And
congratulations on this. I just saw this, the $500,000 real estate agent just awarded by it. If you're a real estate agent and you've been in the business long enough, you do know about Inman News and you know about Ignite Press. So congratulations to you, a #1 Amazon international bestseller, Mr. Brian Ernst. That's fantastic.
Yeah, Inman just picked it up as one of the recommended reads for 2020. And I think it's great. I appreciate that. I've never talked to anybody at Inman before. I think they literally just looked at what the books that were out there, but but I'll take it. I mean, I'll take any recommendation on that. It's in the top 10 recommendations for book reads, and I'm like, I'll take that. Sure.
Well, anybody that takes the time to put their mind and their thoughts to paper and really takes the time, the 52 secrets to making $500,000 a year while working a 20-hour work week. Definitely a read for all real estate agents for sure. And that's where we come in, that, we get to enjoy Mr. Brian Ernst here in Las Vegas this coming February 5th. We're going to have an event, and we're inviting all of you, all real estate agents, to come out and enjoy this event. It's called Don't Be a Secret Agent. exclusive live training with Mr. Brian Ernst. It's a free training. It's going to be over at the First American Title Company building, 9139 Russell Road on February 5th, starting at 11 a.m. You can go to the link that's scrolling underneath here to May Team Events. I've created a landing page where you can click the Eventbrite link and ultimately get your free registration, your free tickets. And just go ahead and click that button, because then that'll give us an idea of how many people are coming. I know we've already had a big selection. You've had a large selection of people already registering. So hopefully the room is going to be big enough. But you know how it is. You have 100 people say they're going to come, and then you see like 50 to 75.
Well, we're pretty close already to that. And,
yeah.
These are good problems to have in my mind.
Sure.
This is a good problem to have. But yeah, we're at 93 people already.
That's fantastic.
You know,
and I just started posting my Eventbrite because you are a new agent to the Las Vegas market. So I wanted to do my part and share the information that you're going to be doing a live presentation, and imbuing the audience with your 52 secrets, which ultimately I'm excited to hear just 10 of them to see if I can implement them into my business. You always go to events, and at the end of the day, you get a few light bulbs, a few aha moments can really boost your real estate business. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm here in Las Vegas. I'm not licensed. I'm not practicing real estate in Las Vegas right now. And so if it's any brokerage, any real estate agents, so don't think it or competition or anything like that. I'm here just sharing this information with people.
Right. And that's the thing. I will say that a lot of agents at the beginning, when EXP started, a lot of agents were getting hit over the head about EXP. And you and I are both of the same mindset that, listen, at the end of the day, we're all in this business together. And I just enjoy sharing good information with agents. And if, ultimately at some point you want to see what we do, great. But I truly believe that the sharing of valuable information is the way to go. And that's why I'm so excited to have you, be here in Vegas and share with agents your 25 secrets and how to stay in that 20-hour work week. That's what I'd like to know. Because it seems like I'm always going from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. You know what I mean?
Well, we can talk about that, Paul.
Yes, I know. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys was Brian Ernst's website. Brian Ernst, ERNST, BrianErnstCoaching.com. You can go to that site, get a free newsletter, sign up on the blog, become a member, and but come to the live event. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I really look forward to seeing you on February 5th, Brian, and I'll see you before then as well, okay?
All right.
Anything else you wanted to share before we sign off? I know we've kind of talked everybody's ear off here.
Well, I'm just so appreciative to you, Paul, for having this, and just to the response that I've gotten so far. Just being out here, it's been fantastic. Coming from Illinois, and Illinois agents who might hear this, it's a different atmosphere in Illinois. I mean, it's a challenge when it comes to real estate, because it's one of the most exited states. So it creates whole new challenges. And coming to this area, I see so many more opportunities that some people, they may not see. They caught up in a lot of conversations with agents throughout the week that I've had. It's like, I don't know if you realize how it's going out here. This is fantastic. And in Illinois, it's a whole different game that's played.
So, glass half empty, glass half full. I mean, we look at it as like there's 16,000 real estate agents here in Vegas. We're all fighting for a piece of the pie. But you're coming from Illinois, where you shared that most of the deals you're doing are listings because people are moving out of Illinois.
Oh yeah, it's like I was like 80% listings this past year. So
wow.
I've closed well over 1,000 deals in my career, and it's a challenge because it's a big chunk out of the buy side, because usually I'm probably listing heavy, but but it's even a bigger chunk. I'm usually 60-40 listings sales, and now it's changed more dramatically.
Right.
People are leaving the state, so that's all right. It's a new challenge, just a new challenge.
They're going to make moves. You'll ring them up and say, "Hey, come to Vegas. I'm in Vegas. I'm now your buyer's agent." So
there's lots of opportunities.
Well, thanks, Brian. I really appreciate it, man. Hey, everybody, make sure to go to the link right below. Mayteamevents.com is a landing page where you can then click the Eventbrite, or you can go to Eventbrite and just search for Brian Ernst. There's a post that I've done, and there's a post that Brian's done. So I'm sure you'll be able to find it. But it's February 5th at the First American Title Building off of Russell, I believe. Yeah. And we hope to see you, our fellow real estate agents, there. Brian, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody.